Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Nathan Hutchison here. Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Technical Tuesdays. Hope you all had a great Easter, all refreshed, all recharged and ready to go. Today's topic that I want to speak to you guys about is something that I've been working on for a while. So I've been working with a lot of a close group of real estate moguls, real estate entrepreneurs, people who have done exceptionally well in real estate. Basically people that have amassed fortunes and huge property portfolios. And the inside information that always comes up is how do you own more property? Obviously the typical way and the statistics are most people never get past 2 properties. Reason being is serviceability, deposits, loans, all this type of traditional methods that don't seem to work anymore. So today's topic is how to own 10 properties debt-free over 10 years and live off the cash flow. Be a great situation to be in. You'd obviously have a great significant portfolio worth several millions of dollars. You'd be providing a cash flow of a couple $100,000 per year coming in. So basically the simplest and easiest way to achieve this is to borrow enough money to accumulate and buy 2 assets per year. Okay, and basically what you're going to want to do with those 2 assets is you're going to want to do a value add strategy. So what that basically means is if you're going to buy a block of units, maybe you're going to do a renovation on them, do a strata, and you're going to flip them off. You're going to keep one of them as your profit, debt-free. Then you're going to use that to borrow money against to buy the next asset. And you're going to repeat this strategy over and over. And it might be, you might do a simple strata, a renovation strata and a flip. You might do a simple subdivision. You might do a splitter where you split the backyard off. You keep the backyard, the block, the dirt on the block at the back debt free, and then you build on top of it. Then you sell that off, or maybe you keep that for cash flow. The whole idea is you want to be doing a manufactured strategy with each of these to ramp it up. So you're basically going to borrow enough money to borrow 2 assets, to buy 2 assets per year. And what you're going to do is with each of these, you're going to add value to each of them. So you can do a manufactured strategy position. What that's going to allow you to do is each property is going to ramp up the next one. It's going to ramp up the next one. And what it's going to allow you to do is get to a point where your serviceability is getting greater and greater because your cash flow is getting greater and greater. So what happens is eventually you hit this tipping point where you can accumulate more and accumulate more and accumulate more, and the assets that you're holding are becoming, very minimal debt in it. You're obviously, selling them down, paying the debt off, rinse and repeat and go again. So that is basically the strategy in a nutshell. And I've been speaking to many very successful entrepreneurs, many clients of mine that have amassed extreme fortunes in real estate and stuff like that, and we've been helping them sell some of the properties down so they could pay the debt off. And I said to them, how do you basically accumulate all these properties? And they said it's very simple. The old methods of buying one asset and then waiting and hoping it goes up in value, then buying the next one and the next one, it's very outdated now. So the easiest and best way moving forward is to buy an asset, manufacture the growth, whether that be a renovation, whether that be a subdivision, whether it be a small development, take those profits, pay the debt down, keep the asset as profit, and rinse and repeat that cycle, and you'll really scale up real quickly. What will happen is when you get 3-4 properties deep, they're all providing you cash flow, the bank's going to look at you and say, hey, your serviceability is a lot better, you have more assets we can borrow against, and they're going to start throwing a lot more money at you to ramp up this process. So as you can see, the strategy is quite simple if you can get past the hurdle of the first couple of properties. So it's very important that you get the first strategy with the first property correct. So if you'd like some further advice, feel free, there's a link in the bio of this description. Feel free to go through there, fill out your information. I'll get in touch with you. We'll talk about your own personal strategy, your own personal plan of how you can accumulate more property. With that being said, guys, that's Real Estate Technical Tuesdays for this week. If you've got a question, send it through to me in the DM, and I'll be sure to answer it next week. Thanks, guys.